Oil industry leaders, government officials, lawmakers, as well as oil and gas stakeholders converge in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital, South Nigeria, for the 13th edition of the Practical Nigerian Content by the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board. Hello and welcome to this episode of Focus On. I'm Akin Obakeye. Let's dive deep into key discussions from the conference. It's the 2024 edition of the Practical Nigerian Content, hosted by the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board. With a long list of oil industry leaders, government representatives, and international and local partners, organizers say they expect the 13th edition to deepen the next frontier for Nigerian content implementation. Collaboration with industry players in the private and public sector space remains crucial as the NCDMB hopes to continuously champion local content locally, regionally, and globally. Let's get a feel of how partners commit to promoting local content.
Today, I can stand here proudly to tell you that we are experiencing divestments from onshore and shallow waters by IOCs. But Nigeria has got nothing to lose, either from royalties, from taxes, from the quality of services that we delivered to guarantee sustainability, in our growth. Nigeria has nothing to fear. And that is predicated on the successes we have achieved over the past 1 decade as far as local content development is concerned. These divestments are not acquired by foreigners. They're acquired by local companies. That underscores the level of achievements, the level of development we have achieved as far as local capacity building is concerned.
For slightly over a decade, 13 years precisely, Nigerian content has been synonymous with the development of local capacity. We have emphasized skills acquisition, education, and infrastructure development, and rightly so. These efforts have laid a solid foundation. However, to unlock Nigeria's full potential and claim our place in the global stage, we must now look beyond capacity building.
Defining the next frontier for Nigerian content development requires a multidimensional approach. It involves deepening collaboration among stakeholders, fostering capacity building, and embracing technology as a catalyst for innovation through effective synergy between regulators, industry operators, and local service providers. We can unlock new opportunities for economic growth, job creation, and technological advancements. As we navigate the complexities of evolving oil and gas sector, it underscores the need to recalibrate our strategies to ensure that Nigeria content remains a cornerstone of sustainable growth and development.
The journey towards a sustainable energy future is one we must work together. I call on all stakeholders to, 1, maximize opportunities in gas, leverage our abundant gas resources to drive local content development and industrial growth, operationalize NOGAPs, ensure that these parks become functional hubs that attract local and international investors.
The enactment of the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA, in 2021 further underscores our commitments to our local content. This comprehensive framework not only promotes investment, but also assures transparency and sustainability in our operations, providing a secure and optimistic outlook for the future of local content development. Additionally, the recent presidential directive on local content compliance for 2024 is a clear testament to our government's commitment in prioritizing local content as a key element of our national strategy. These directives should make us all feel secure and committed to the local content strategy.
Our state remains steadfast in collaborating with the NCDMB and other credible partners in ensuring that we develop all our critical sectors of energy, agri, health, and tourism. The partnership, we believe, is going to align with our short prosperity program, which is aimed at re-energizing our capacity to achieve and use the available resources to the better glory of God and betterment of all biases. As a government, we are committed to creating and sustaining a secure, peaceful, and a business-friendly environment, which is what we are doing. We understand that peace and stability are essential for attracting investors, fostering innovation, and driving sustainable development.
The stability of the power grid is vital to the success of our upstream and downstream operations. As oil companies continue to explore onshore and offshore resources, we in the power sector are ensuring that the energy demands of this critical industry are met, fostering seamless production and minimizing operational downtime. The theme of this forum further aligns with our administration's focus on cleaner energy sources. As a global appetite for cleaner energy grows, Nigeria is positioning itself as a regional leader in this transition. The power sector is playing an essential role in this journey, reducing the carbon print by increasing the share of renewable energy sources in our national energy mix.
The next frontiers that we need to consider with regards to Nigerian content include the emerging areas of energy transition, renewable energy, environmental sustainability, and of course, artificial intelligence, big data, and efficient exploitation of hydrocarbon resources. The world is seeking advancements and new options for energy provisions to enhance emerging technologies, optimize competitive advantages, and reduce dependence on other foreign economies.
Rightly put, the call for Africa's next frontier in line with the energy transition birthed by the Africa Energy Bank. The bank aims to raise funds for Africa's energy transition and is set to take off in 2025. Omar Farouk Ibrahim, Secretary General of the Africa Petroleum Producers Organization, speaks to plans to raise capital for the bank's operationalization.
We are looking at 5 billion as our capital, and we have 3 classes of shareholders. Class A, essentially APO member countries. Class B, non-APO African countries. And Class C, any other investor across the world. But we are careful. We are not keen on going out to countries or people who do not share our belief that oil and gas have a big role to play in the supply of the global energy mix in the foreseeable future. If you are committed to early transition, we don't want your money. Because we don't want you to come and put your money in that bank and derail us from our objective. Because to you, 5 billion is nothing. To us, it's a lot of money. So don't come and put 3 billion and then hijack the bank. We are committed to delivering, and we are going to do that.
Delegates and officials had a feel of Nigeria's local content capacity as companies in the oil and gas space showcased their products for local consumption and export. There was also the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the NCDMB and the Bank of Industry. General Manager, Corporate Communications and Zonal Coordination, Esueme Dan Kikile, gives a feel of what Nigeria's next frontier may look like.
Next frontier of Nigerian content implementation. We want to speak to what are we looking at now and in the near future, because we have seen capacities built, we have seen regulations strengthened, we have seen consistency in terms of application of the NOGIC Act 2010 in the industry, and we've also seen the effects. For us, the next frontier speaks clearly to what do we intend to achieve, hopefully maybe in another decade.
Participants were treated to eye-opening conversations on Nigerian content in several panel sessions. The event wrapped with a site visit by oil and gas industry captains to First Marine and Engineering Services Limited's shore-based facility in Yenagoa. Chairman and CEO of First Marine Joseph Penawu emphasizes the relevance of the base in Bayelsa.
Most of the facilities are in Bayelsa, like their wells, but they operate their drilling campaign from either Warri or Port Harcourt or on a port. And we chose to come here because this is very central, it's cost effective. You can imagine coming all the way from Port Harcourt to service a well in Bayelsa. You can as well just come from here. We save the money. You know the cost of diesel, isn't it? Okay, instead of you to burn your diesel from Port Harcourt to Bayelsa, and you're doing your diesel from Bayelsa to Bayelsa, already you're saving costs. You know the cost of a batch. Instead of your batch to move for 3 days, your batch is moving for only 1 day. You're also saving costs. That's why I say, in terms of cost savings, we are trying to drive down the cost of production. So in terms of cost saving, this is very ideal for them to run their programs and their drilling campaigns within this area. Those that have their wells within the Bayelsa houses.
Other major highlights of the 2024 PNC include the unveiling of new operational policies by the NCDMB and the Nigerian Content Academy. That's all on this episode of Focus On. I'm Akin Obakeye. Until next time, bye for now.